Greetings, YouTube. I saw a tag amongst the booktubers here on YouTube dealing with numbers. Different numbers that come up with different interesting connections to books. But being who I am, I decided I'm going to use role-playing games as opposed to conventional fiction or nonfiction. And I also tacked on a sixth question, which I had seen someone else do. So, kind of a combination of two different tags I saw. So, the first question, let me pull my list up. Find one book that contains the letters O-N-E in the title. So, I picked Iron Kingdoms, which is which has the Iron Kingdoms Full Metal Fantasy, which has the full title, and it's so that it has all the letters in it. And it's not quite, well, it depends. If you Iron Kingdoms, then Full Metal Fantasy, they're even in order. Isn't that nice? Question 2. Find 2 classics with 200 pages or more. So, we have the Palladium role-playing game system. That has more than 200 pages in it. And the first edition Dungeon Master's Guide. The Player's Handbook only has 127 pages in it. Isn't that amazing? Okay, question 3. Find 3 books written by authors with the letter T at the beginning or end of their first, middle, or last name. These questions are weird. So we have Nyembe Campaign Setting, and written by Chris Dolant. We have The Ultimate Equipment Guide, Rule Supplement number 3. And that is from Mongoose Publishing, and the author on that one is Paul Tucker. And then we have Slain, the role-playing game of Celtic Heroes. That's a D20 product as well. And that is Tim Hitchcock, which also has some just wonderful art in there. The art, some of the color art in there is just fabulous. Okay, number 4. Find 4 books with over 400 pages. That was a little more difficult to do because not lots of role-playing games have that many pages, but I did find them. First, we have Dawning Star Helios Rising, which has many pages. We have Hero System 5th edition, which is the last edition I own, and will probably be the last edition I ever own. Star Adventures, the rock and roll space opera adventure game. And Talos Atlanta 4th edition. They all have more than 400 pages. And, sorry, I got a table next to me here. 5. Find 5 books that have the letter F anywhere in their title. Now, I didn't want to cheat. I didn't want to use the same word, so I picked 5 different books that had different words that had the letter F in them. So we have All the Flesh Must Be Eaten, The Dresden Files, Warhammer Fantasy Role-Playing, and the number of games I own with the word fantasy in them is quite high. And I don't know which edition this is. 86? Printed in the UK? I'm not really sure which edition that is. It doesn't matter. Oh, went wrong way, my pile. Then we have The Kingdoms of Kalamar. Cheated. The word of, but, you know, it's still an F. And Farscape, which has an F in the beginning. And then last but not least, I have a question where you count along your bookshelf. I just picked a bookshelf. I picked the big white one behind me that's in all my shots. And I started in the upper corner, and I counted 49. So you count the number of years you are old, and when you hit that number, that's the book that you are. It's some form of divination, I guess. And I think that, you know, it may have some credence to it, because I landed on Star Wars, Scum and Villainy. So, maybe there's something to this particular form of divination. I'm not positive. So, those are the games I found. in this tag, I will put the questions in the info below, which probably, hopefully, will still be below. And I'm looking forward to anyone else who can come up with similar answers, or better yet, video response, which you can link below, because we can now put links in our comment section. So that's one of the very few slim benefits of the G+ Fusion by Force. So, what do you have in your RPG collection that falls into the categories of these questions?